Major Paul Davis, and here to introduce the newest piece of apparatus that we have to introduce to the fleet. It is a 2021 Pierce 100-foot Ascendant mid-mount. We're replacing a 13-year-old rescue ladder that was a 135-foot straight stick. Some of the capabilities are we're able to double the amount of water that we can get on the ground at any point in time. So some of the changes that we have is we've got a shorter bumper on them, and then our outriggers are put into the front bumper as opposed to just having the outriggers on the back. One of the things that we really looked at when we were designing this rig was the compartmentation is about half of what we had. The compartmentation is approximately half of what we had before, so we really looked at what our inventory was, how we can streamline the entire inventory. So it started from zero with what are we carrying on the apparatus, what does it need. One of the other things that we really wanted to do was put things together that work together and keep everything in a tight place. So thinking through that inventory was not just what do we need, but how do they work together, what can be replaced with a newer piece of equipment so that one thing does the job of multiple tools. And then once everything was together, how do we put it together so that the tools that need to work together are stored together? A good example of that is going to be this compartment that has all of our extrication equipment. The extrication equipment in this compartment we still have one mount that we're waiting on coming in place, but we found a way to mount everything. So everything for a vehicle accident, any type of extrication need, we have everything in one location. So here we have our spreaders, and we have it in a new mount that's able to drop out and out of the way, easy access, safer on the backs and shoulders. And then behind it, we have a set of cutters. Same thing, that tool will roll towards us, and then once you go to store it, you slide it back in. We go to our struts, the strut bases, and everything that we need to stabilize. So if we have a vehicle or anything that's on its side, it's unstable, we can stabilize and secure it. We have chains in order to help assist us in that. Airbags in case we need to lift. These will lift, they're 1 inch thick as they are, and they'll increase to about 6 inches. So in the ladder compartment, we looked at what we need for ventilation during a structure fire. We have all of our ladders. We were able to change some of the equipment that we carry, and then we put our saws down in the base of the ladder where everything we need to perform ventilation is in one compartment. So the biggest change now is going from one nozzle to two nozzles. We've increased from 1,000 GPM nozzle to two 2,000 GPM nozzles, and by having the bucket, it gives us the ability to put this on the ground, to move it and have firefighters that are up in order to see what their target is, as opposed to having to climb the ladder, use a remote control, and then climb it back down. This is a lot safer operation, and we're able to use a lot more water exactly where it's needed. One of the other things that we looked to addressing was our ventilation. So we've gone from gas fans that are breathing carbon monoxide just as the gas motor is working, and we've gone to a battery operated fan that has a backup ability. We can plug it into a 110 source. So we're moving smoke out of the structure, and to be safer for the firefighters, for everyone on scene, is we're not introducing carbon monoxide as we're trying to ventilate. So looking inside, these are the seats that I was telling you about. These seats are able to come off of here, get thrown in a sink, be decontaminated, and then put back in. They're clip in place. Every piece of it can be deconned. That way, not only is it clean, but the firefighters aren't sitting in wet seats after a fire. In this introducing ladder 1 that is replacing our old ladder 1, this is the first of 6 that the City of Oklahoma City has purchased. We'll be putting them in service as quickly as we possibly can. And I would like to thank everyone, especially the citizens of Oklahoma City, that allow us to have such state-of-the-art equipment and help us help you. We'll be able to respond quickly, safely, and meet the need.